pretty much what I do 3 times a day. Make sure I'm getting it right here where I always have more sun exposure, and on my nose, under the eyes, and where that line between the puffy under eye skin and my cheek skin meets. And then I really focus on my upper lip, since I noticed it's making my upper lip plump up again, which is incredible.
And how long have you been using it, Sibyl?
I've been using RITUEL for a little over a month, and I think partly I'm seeing some results because I use it way more than I would use anything else, because it smells so good. I'll put it on, you know, I'm driving in the car and I have that little travel vial and come to a stop sign and I'll just add a little extra. Or honestly, I've started using it as blush. I'll just dab it on my cheeks when I'm going in for an interview and, you know, feel more rejuvenated and fresh looking.
And what have you noticed since using it for a month?
So when I started using it, I thought, this smells so good, I want to use it, and I just thought it was great to have an organic product that's in beautiful packaging. But I have to be honest, I didn't have hugely high expectations for the performance. I've been, you know, kind of a hippie for a long time. Even when I was in the fashion industry in the 90s, I was a punk rock hippie, so I was looking for natural products back then, and usually they didn't work very well. I would, you know, go to a health food store, Erewhon, and buy a natural skin product, and a week later my pores would be full of, I don't know what, some kind of filler in the product, or they just didn't seem to work well. And so I didn't have that anticipation that this was going to also be miraculous, but here it is. I see a total change in my skin firmness, and I know it's anti-inflammatory, and I can see that my skin is sort of closer to my bones. And then I guess it's the collagen that makes my lip feel more kind of pink and plump. I've noticed skin, like the sunspots fading on my cheek right there, which used to be pretty dark. But in general, I'm getting so many comments of people saying very basic things like, you look great, or you look so young, or someone told me yesterday that I looked younger than the person I was with, who was 9 years younger than me. And I also started getting booked for modeling jobs again, which honestly, like, I'm not that invested in it, and I don't really go out of my way to be booked for modeling jobs, but suddenly I'm flying to Paris tomorrow to do a fashion show. I don't know if it's the RITUEL, but I suspect it's partly that. I know that, I mean, you can tell when you look at it that this is not just some slapdash thing. Like, people have really put their time and attention into making this, and what's inside the bottle is equally as cared for as the packaging itself. That's one of the things I love about my friends who are the partners that make the product, is on one hand someone who I've known for a long time to be an incredible designer, and on the other hand someone who I've known for a long time to be like the sort of Bible of healing plants. And to have them come together, it's a really high level collaboration, and you can feel that. And they have it's not just organic, although it is organic, and it's not just botanical, although it is botanical, but it's also regenerative. That's grown in a regenerative way, which for me is one of the most important forms of activism that I am aware of in our modern time, is beginning to grow things, to do farming regeneratively, so we're not just taking stuff out of the soil, but we're also nourishing the soil. The fact that that value system underlies the production of this product, to me, is everything. Of course it's going to regenerate the skin if it has that kind of intelligence in it. I love the packaging. Whenever I open my medicine cabinet and see these in there, I just feel like such a pampered woman. Mm-hmm. And then knowing that the bottles are recyclable and that everything in there is biodegradable, it's non-chemical, that I'm not in any way harming the earth to use this, and I feel so taken care of. It's like the best of both worlds.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah.